Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. I saw you. You were about to skip ahead. I know you. I know your type. I see the analytics on my videos. You guys don't even care about me. Anyway, if you stuck around this long, then I appreciate it. So yeah, we're here with Frieren episode 17 up and ready to go. Yeah, I mean, we have Sign trying to figure out if he's going to go. That's kind of it. That's all I really know. It's probably going to be a sad episode maybe in either he's going to go find his friend or he's going to decide to stick with us, but that's kind of somewhat like abandoning his friend. I think I'm just going to hop right into it. Don't need to take up too much of your time. Let's just get right into the video and see what happens. So let's go. Yeah, there's the whole reason behind it. Frieren's kind of already like, I don't know. I imagine Frieren, she must be a little bit sad about it if Sign is going to leave. It's not like she's this super cold person, but it must be weird for her because she's so used to, like, the biggest relationship she had was because it had lasted 10 years. For Sign, it's only been, I don't know, with this show's timelines, it might have been like a month. Well, maybe longer. I don't know. I can't remember all the different time jumps and shit we've had, but she might be happy for him, or maybe there's the off chance that it isn't affecting her that much because she's only known him for a short period of time in her long, long life. Oh, new OP time. I didn't realize it was that time already. Off to a good start. Okay. Ain't no way, this is banging. That's not fair. You can't have two banging OPs in the same season. It's only ever one, and the other one sucks, or like they both suck. That's all that happens, man. Okay. A lot of new characters. Yeah, wait, was that Sign? I mean, he had a goatee, but I guess Sign's not the only one who can have a goatee. Banging OP, I gotta say. And I'll talk about it a little bit because I usually don't discuss that sort of stuff too much. So the characters and stuff, they all look interesting, I suppose. I mean, we know nothing about any of them, but there was actually a lot. There had to be at least like 10 newer characters added in there. I'm sure it's just going to be like a one and done sort of thing. Like one episode, they'll be there. That's it. And then like on to the next guy, right? But some of them actually looked pretty interesting. There was like 2 mages that did like some ice sculpting thing. One of them kind of looked like Sign, except it would have been with a haircut and a different outfit. Might just be a similar looking dude. That could even relate back to the statues we saw last episode of Craft the Elf was with a different hero that had a goatee, and that's what inspired Sign's goatee. Maybe that's the original hero, or maybe it's someone else who was inspired by it, or a relative or something. That could, maybe not, but I'm just listing off random shit that I'm thinking of. There's obviously a lot of story and plot planned for this next half of the season, which I think, how many episodes is there? 26 or something? It feels like we're a little bit over the halfway point. I'm surprised they're only now introducing the new OP. Oh, start. It's like, hey, let me give you a hand. Classic. Got him. Yep, sounds like, look what I'm going to be missing out on, man. Probably having the best time in a long time that he's had. Like, just hanging out, having friends, just being able to, like, laugh at them, that sort of thing. Sure. Oh, boy. Let me guess. Wow, who would have thought? It's going to be the lamest shit. Mold. Oil stain. You know what? That one's not bad. Gotta give props where it's due. Yeah, and he's happy about it, right? He's perfectly okay with that, getting to stay with them for longer. So I don't know. Maybe he's already made up his mind and he wants to leave, but he's just happy to have this, or he could very well just be happy to have an excuse for it not to be over. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now, did a book like fall on her head, or was she just so overwhelmed with the immense knowledge? My party doing their own thing. It's like, well, man, this didn't go at all like I was expecting it to. Oh, I don't think I want to go. What's going on here? You know, this is better. This is good. I'm not gonna lie. My mind went to some very different places. I was expecting them to be like kissing, you know, and Frieren just didn't know what the fuck that was. And this is just showing that, like, obviously they're going to miss Sign in the group if he leaves, because Frieren uses him as like the mediator, right? Huh? Well, it was a little bit creepy, the way he was doing that. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm right about this, but it does seem like Fern, might be overreacting a little bit. I mean, the way he did it, he fully like snuck up on her from behind, put his hand on her shoulder, and then reached around. It's creepy. No matter the circumstances, the way he did it is creepy. I get why she'd be upset with that. But if it's just about the hand on the face thing, she literally did that to him. I feel like it's a little bit unfair to be pissed about that. But you know what? I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta teach him to, sort their own shit out, right? Being stubborn. Yes, that is true. As per usual. But that's why we like you. To make sure there was... Yeah, sure. Okay, so that's what she was upset about, not the actual hand part. Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, I get it. It would be creepy. Even if it's like your friend, like someone you're really close to, just that happening, you'd be caught off guard. See? Easy, bro. They just need to learn what communication is. Oh. Bro's all of us right now. Like, just get it over with, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's grown to, like, not like that version of herself. Yeah. Everyone just needs a reason. Yeah. That's a good message, though. That's sort of something that people lose sight of a lot, is their reason. Like, the reason for doing anything that they do. With Sign, it was more like he still had that trauma of never going with his friend 10 years ago, kind of assuming that he was dead and that he was never going to see him again. So that definitely like affected him. He was like, what would be the point in me becoming an adventurer now? I always screwed up back then. You can understand it, but it's not a healthy mindset to have, like just stuck in the way of, oh, there's no reason for me to do that. Oh, I should just stay here and keep doing what I'm doing, because what's the point, right? Sorry, that dog is super annoying. You can understand it, but it's definitely not a healthy mindset to have, because you don't want to be giving excuses as to why you're not like living the way you want to by being like, oh, there's just no reason to. There's no point in doing it, right? Frieren, she has the right idea that Himmel gave her of becoming the reason that they would want to come with. And that's a smart way of going about it. Like, if they can't think of their own reason, you have to just give it to them. Like, just hand it to them on a silver platter, and then they might be able to actually make a decision. It's basically you're giving them an excuse to do what they always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably wants to go to his friend, right? Damn. It's the beginning of summertime, and I'm getting some good winter vibes right now. I really wish I had watched this like back in the winter, but well. I'll just have to do a rewatch next winter, I guess. Yeah. Regrets anymore. Sure. Yeah. He had a good time with this party. He has other stuff he wants to do. I get it. I 100% get it. Just like that, huh? It's a nice little quick goodbye. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Adult, yeah, don't need to make it dramatic. Yeah. See? Smiling. He's got the memories, man. They were able to show him something that he'd forgotten about. Something that he had had with Gorilla, but had lost, that sort of thing. He was able to be reminded of it. I get it, man. He doesn't want these regrets. And even if he did go with Frieren and them, even though they make him happy, he has a good time traveling with them, he would still regret not going after his friend. And he knows that Frieren and Fern and Stark can handle themselves without him. So there's definitely, it's definitely just a better choice, I guess, to go after Gorilla, because less regrets that way. And that's something that he's been dealing with for 10 years is regret. That's his biggest heartache, was regretting not going with his friend, right? So yeah, it makes sense. I get it. I still hope we see him again, because I freaking love Cyan in his character, man. Sad to see him go, but I mean, people, it's just what happens, man. He has his own priorities. Okay. Are they good? It seems like they're sleeping a lot. Oh, she's sick. Oh. That's not good. Frieren too? Oh, no. We just know Frieren. Can't wake her up. 12 months. Okay. Leaving us with some knowledge. Not a boy. Okay. Sure. Huh? This whole time? Busted. She's like, hey, I never had to use it before. Might as well come in handy for something. Such a nice lady. I mean, straight up, people in this time, in this world, are so nice, man. They just let people, random people, just into their homes, and they're like, all right, you guys just hang here. I'm going to go continue working. When you're this isolated, I guess you're probably just happy to have people around, happy to have some conversation. And obviously one of them is sick, so they're kind. They're allowing her to use the home. I guess that's just the world that you get when you have adventurers every week passing by. Oh. Was she mad? What did we do? You're embarrassing me? Oh, not in front of my crush. What the hell? Still a child. Yeah. I mean, that's not even an elf thing. That's for actual parents and guardians too, right? They grow up way too quick. You start to embarrass them by saying some stuff that they're not fans of anymore. Doesn't show it, but it would be rough. Seeing somebody who could be argued, she probably sees Fern as, maybe a daughter, but probably more like a sister, right? As a little sister. Sees her as somebody she needs to care for, somebody she takes care of, that she loves, basically. But she's growing so quickly. As Frieren said it, in the blink of an eye. And obviously Frieren stays the same. It's got to be a little bit terrifying in a way, seeing people who you care about grow that fast, and you know that it's only temporary. It would be a constant reminder. Frieren seems to take it relatively well, but if I were in her shoes, that'd be horrifying. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah, you look at that tree and you're like, that shit's got healing properties. That shit can heal a fever. For damn sure. Well, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, because she cared about her. Exactly. Fern was just embarrassed. Maybe because, what's his name? Stark was there watching. Probably actually enjoys it regularly, having somebody there to support. Oh, him giving that support. So that's why she does it. She picked it up from him. And he picked it up from his mom. Just passing down through the generations. Yeah. Bro, you can't just have a moment. You just gotta ruin it constantly, don't you, Himmel? It's actually pretty cool that basically every good social trait Frieren has is like directly from Himmel. It seems like every time someone's like, where do you learn to do that? It's always Himmel. The answer is every time Himmel. And I was gonna make a joke about it, saying how, like, what did she not learn from anybody else? But honestly, I mean, she was by herself for like 1,000 years in the woods. It kind of makes sense. Like, even before that, Flame, I don't know if she really, like, other than magic stuff, she obviously gave her some knowledge, some wisdom, but I mean, it seems like Himmel was definitely more the connection to humanity that gave her, like, the sociable traits and necessities that she needed to go along on this quest on her own and, you know, gain connections, that sort of thing. That's what Himmel was good for. Yeah. Answer is, we don't care. I'm doing what I want. Yeah. Actually, yeah, she was an angel, honestly. Letting us use her house for like a week. Okay. Oh, yeah. She's got that gratitude. We like that. The City of Magic. Okay, next episode, maybe? Finally make it to Outburst? No, good episode, man. Just kind of a nice chill one with Fern getting sick, having to take care of her. Again, Frieren kind of going into some flashbacks to figure out some important human social skills, which she knew it, but she just needed Stark to kind of help her to adjust them a little bit more, because she knew she liked to hold Fern's hand, but it's the part where Fern grew up that confused her, that now that she's older, it's not nearly as acceptable, I suppose, that she does it in front of other people. So Stark just kind of needed to give her that little bit of information, like, yeah, no, she probably still likes it, but not when there's other people around, which makes sense, right? Because Stark is not only like some other dude, he is also the person that I'm pretty sure Fern has a crush on. Maybe she doesn't know it yet, but it's there. It's subtle. Even Sign was saying, like, just date already. Like, come on. The chemistry is there. You guys just need to put 2 and 2 together. Like, come on, figure it out. It just did a good job of showing, like, Frieren and Fern and the relationship that they have and how it sort of relates to what Himmel taught Frieren back in the day too. It's just because humans are complicated, right? Like, it's weird. We're weird people who, like, we don't like to be seen doing that sort of thing, but in private, sure, we love some support, the emotional kind especially, but we just can't be babied, right? We can't make it look like a weakness, that sort of thing. And it's kind of nice that they touch into that a little bit. That wasn't something that most shows would really care about, but it's just Frieren learning more about humanity and how to kind of accept it and bring it more into her own personality so that she can continue making these connections. Basically, every episode has a way that Frieren learns how to make connections like more strong, how to make them in the first place or make them more strong, reinforce them. It's through the help of both like her new party and the old party, like Himmel's, that she's finally able to piece it together. Like, sometimes she just needed like a little bit extra push, like what Stark gave her, in order to really figure out what she wants to do. But Himmel helped like lay the foundation of it, or Hyder helped, or Eisen helped. They laid the foundations for all of it, but she's finally 80 years later figuring it out for herself, like what she wants to do, how to put it into effect. And she's using the help from Fern, Stark, Sign, random people even that they're running into on the quest. They each give her advice on like how to do something, how to react, how to act in front of other people. Some of it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, like this whole thing, right? Like Fern getting sick, like, and being able to hold her hand while you support her. You look in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, right? It seems like something most shows wouldn't focus on, but it's more about the emotional support that you give to people and how Frieren can do that in a way that it is appreciated and reciprocated, because she knows that people like that now. She knows that people like that. She even told Stark that she was going to help with it. She knows that she likes it herself, which she learned from Himmel. That's sweet. The fact that she was able to learn it from Himmel, almost like subconsciously. She didn't know why she did it. When Stark asked her, she's like, I don't know. I just thought like it helped to take her pain away a bit. But then they have a flashback showing that it's what she used to do with Himmel, right? What Himmel did with her when she was sick. So I just like seeing her like learn these lessons and be able to finally put them into an effect in a way that would make Himmel proud, would make Hyder proud. Basically anybody in her past, probably even Flammy. Like, she was human. She understands those types of emotions, even if she wasn't the one who really taught them to Frieren. But if she could see her now, she'd probably be proud because she's somebody who she knew kind of the trouble that Frieren had with figuring out those emotions and humanity, all that. So it's just nice to see that she's growing slowly, but also like within the span of 80 years, or I guess only like the 29 years since Himmel died, it's definitely picked up its pace. Like, she's learning a lot quicker, and that's promising because she's still adventuring, man. She's still going to meet a lot of new people. Like we saw in the OP, it looks like there's a lot more, and she's going to learn from them too. I'm really happy with how they're dealing with her character and how she learns these social skills, and how Frieren and Fern, even though they're clueless in their own ways, they still help her out. That was a good aspect. And also the first half of the episode dealing with Sign leaving and going to find his friend. I talked about it a bit already before, but it is sad to see him go, but I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he gets to go find his friend. I'm glad that hopefully he won't have any regrets even when he does find him, even if his friend is like, maybe he could be dead. That'd be sad, but it's not completely off the possibility list. He could be dead, but at least he would know what happened to him, and he wouldn't have the regrets of like never having come to find him, that sort of thing. And you can tell it somewhat hurt him because he has to travel alone now, and he was just so used to being in the company of people of Frieren's party who are all like joking all the time, having fun, that sort of thing. It would be sad to leave, but he had to do that for his own sake, his own mental health, and it's understandable, and it's respectable, honestly, that he didn't want to give up on his friend like that, even though it's been 10 years. He could easily just write him off, say, oh, he didn't come to find me, so why should I go to find him? No, 100% all those 10 years, he never really gave up on his friend. He just didn't have any reason to go. And Frieren gave him that reason, and that's what she did to kind of support him emotionally. Again, it comes back to the emotional support. Frieren, she knows about emotional support and that it's important. She just needs to really fine-tune how to do it. And she's been doing a good job. She's been doing a great job. She's helped a lot of people throughout the series so far already with figuring out their problems, figuring out how to deal with them. I'm happy with the knowledge she's gotten with humanity, even though I don't think she thinks she's on like a good level yet. She is. She's on like a good level of expertise on humanity. Even if she's clueless in some aspects, she's getting there. And the grind is difficult. I get it. I mean, I think that's it for this episode, man. I don't know if I have anything else really to say. So, I mean, like, OP was banging. That new OP, pretty damn good. That's it. So, I mean, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought about the video down in the comments. Anything you want to say about the show, this specific episode, or the video, whatever, let me know. Do have a Patreon link down in the description, gives you early access to all of my videos and just helps to support me a little bit more. That's highly appreciated. And that is it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.